Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Call of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu, or...
Wait, that's him right now.
That's what?
Cthulhu, calling.
Oh. I thought you were literally about to call someone in the middle of the video.
This is
Anyway.
very rude to talk to somebody while they're on the phone.
Anyway, this is the Call of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu, however you were supposed to pronounce it.
No, I'm in the middle of something right now.
And would you get the fuck off the phone?
I'm sorry, I'm talking to him right now.
Anyway, so
Jeez.
we're just going to go ahead and
Rude.
jump right into this.
He just wanted to know if he wanted to hang out tomorrow.
So you can go ahead and do the reading.
Oh. Boston, 1924. Edward Pierce, veteran of the First World War, drowns his memories in liquor and sleeping pills. He is now a private detective who has trouble finding a case able to lift him from his torpor. Pierce must find a new case quickly, or risk losing his license.
And that's basically us, Edward Pierce.
Alright, now I know everything about the game.
There are actually options to get bad endings in this game.
This does look like a game that would have multiple endings.
By the way, pretty much all the endings suck.
Oh yeah.
The best ending in this game is the bad ending. Ironically.
That is, you know, this...
If I am mad, it is mercy. May the gods pity the man who in this his callousness can remain sane and that he is... I can read it.
No, this definitely looks like a game that would never have a good ending to it.
You'd be hard pressed to find a good ending to an H.P. Lovecraft story.
Mm-hmm. Also,
Hey, you know what? I'll let you play first.
oh boy, I get to walk around in fish guts. Or crawl, I guess. Game saved. I didn't even do anything. It's just a cinematic so far. Move. I shall. I don't remember being here. I was in a bar before this. This is weird.
You can look around and see. Like, look through that gate.
Are there people in there? Like a person, but that's wavy and creepy looking.
I think that's a torch.
No, it looked like a hooded person right there, but it's really
Yeah.
just a rock. Oh, I can't. Okay. I'm gonna go through this crouched area. I can't see anything with this green mist in my eyes. No way. Okay, X.
I don't think you've ever read a H.P. Lovecraft story.
I have not. I've never actually...
They're actually really short.
Well, it's funny. I picked up a book the other day. It was just like it's big collaboration of different authors and different short stories, and there's two of his in there, and I remember one of them being called The Hound.
You can actually find a lot of his stories free on like YouTube, animated and everything. So you could like actually just watch like a mini movie.
Fate inescapably draws you on.
Excuse me, sir. I seem to be lost. I do not recall making the decision to come down here last night.
It kind of reminds me of Outlast almost.
It has that kind of feel to it. I mean, Outlast 2 kind of started in the same area. You kind of started in a cave. Oh, no, that's not. Oh, these things are... Oh. No. Such beautiful creatures.
I swear I'm not trying to lead you into a jump scare that you don't know about.
You have been chosen.
Run. Light! I'm sure it's gonna be... Now! Now!
I said there wasn't any jump scare. What are you
Now.
talking about?
Now! Now! Bald people!
Oh, cutscene.
Okay. Bald people with no face, but a mouth.
but perhaps you will attempt to change your destiny.
Was that supposed to be me?
This will actually come into play later, this thing here.
Okay. I knew I shouldn't have had that ice cream before I went to bed.
I hate whiskey.
So at what point should we since it's an H.P. Lovecraft thing where we're obligated to mention that he's a horrible racist? every single episode we'll just mention that.
Do we have to mention the name of his cat? Look that up yourself. We're not doing it. Seriously, do it yourself.
Anyway, so now that we got that out of the way, let's get back to the game.
I'm sure it'll pop up in parts. Or not, probably.
Well, since I jotted down something other than my name.
When they were probably writing this game, they were probably like, so, we're gonna put in the part. No. We're not doing that. Is this like your skill tree?
Yes.
Cool. When do you get laser vision?
So, I think...
Strength. Medicine, psychology. Oh, you already have points in those. How do you already have points in those?
I mean, I just assume you start off with at least 1 point.
Well, some of them said 3, and I mean, some of them did have 1, but some of them said 3 and 2. I was just curious. Yeah, so that investigation already says 3 out of 5. Does this save like progress from another game or something?
No.
Okay. But
The
actually,
Sheriff
the
Agency
phone.
doesn't attract top-notch cases.
Oh, like
I
talking
used to
to
be an
myself.
avid reader.
This is actually like stuff we need to listen to because this game actually is important to hear what they're saying.
Well, it's too bad we're not going to be really hearing it.
Things.
Because if you guys wanted to watch a silent playthrough, there's plenty of those online already.
No, you gotta watch this one. Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Are you Edward Pierce?
No.
Private investigator.
Who is this?
Wentworth Detective.
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file. A fire has destroyed...
I'm sorry, I seem
Is that right?
to be going through it.
Very sorry, but I have to collect
Oh.
personal information.
Static.
Okay. Now we gotta decide because this is actually very important to the story progression.
Eloquence. How well you can talk to people. Or influence people. Cool. Professional. Novice. Is that important?
Occultism?
Yeah.
They're all important.
Okay.
It's gonna change how you affect the story.
I was just curious because those already had points in them, so that's why I was curious. If one was more important.
Mr. Pierce, our files will soon be up.
Thank you for your information, Mr. Pierce. And while related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contract.
Always.
And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Also, go Red Sox.
Work is scarce.
Mr.
Go
Pierce,
Boston.
you know as well as I do, there's
Yeah.
never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're worth not losing your license. Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, are you still...
Fuck you.
I'm coming.
H.P. Lovecraft, is that you?
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me...
Are you like in control of his head now, or okay? I just thought it changed for some reason.
They take me for an old fool.
Oh, yeah, you
Sarah,
can kind of
my
like...
little girl. She is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, never heard of her.
Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have.
What are you doing?
I'm reacting to the scene. You're not doing anything, so...
I'm just listening to what they're saying.
Well, I'm trying to keep it entertaining somehow. There's some people that are like, I want to watch it because of those two. I stare at this painting all day, and I still don't know why I think it's so beautiful.
So can you go ahead and describe to me what we're doing right now then, since you were paying attention?
We're about to investigate why this one little
Sarah
girl
Hawkins?
went mad, yeah.
No, we're investigating why her house burned down and why she died.
Well, the reason why she died is possibly because she went mad.
That's all you've got? The painting?
Everybody knows when it comes to Lovecraft stuff, people go mad. That's the solution. She went crazy.
A warehouse.
On the phone with Cthulhu.
Some sketches.
He told her some shit, and then she was like, damn, that made me crazy. I'm crazy.
So what's that symbol on the
Burned.
chest?
On his chest?
Yeah.
So, Mr. Pierce.
Is
What
that
do you
the
make
thing
of
that's just
these?
on the cults, like robes and stuff?
So what do you think we should tell him? Because this is super important.
You're paying attention. You're the one with the controller. You do it. If I have the controller, then I'll choose.
Darkwater.
Oh, why'd you choose that one? That was a terrible choice.
Well, it's the only choice that made sense.
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her
I
son.
can't wait for a game that has like
You want to ship me
such great AI in it that you can literally say anything to to like an NPC and they can react properly to what you said
You must tell me if what the police
instead of like
suggest
key
about the
things.
state of your daughter is true.
When that day comes, it's gonna be amazing.
Sarah had visions.
Amazing.
Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things.
Were they flies?
What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter
Time
was
for
an
some wake-up
enigmatic
juice.
figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life and death.
Her husband was a big deal on the island. But the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
Could be exactly as it appears. I think your daughter is sending you a message.
That's what I believe, too. It was 3 months ago that I received the call from the police telling me of my daughter's death. And yet a short while after, this painting was delivered to my home.
I told you it was a detective game. For crying out loud.
But people come here for the jokes, man.
The sender's label mentions
They don't come here for us to take this seriously, now do they?
No, just to listen to what they're saying so we can figure out what to do next.
If you guys want to figure out what comes next, play it yourself.
No! You watch the video. You watch this video in particular.
And watch it for the funny. Look at him, he's bald. Maybe a question could be like, why are you bald? I just had a dream last night about a bunch of bald cult people. Are you one of them? You're one of them. Arrest this man. I have that authority. Arrest him.
Well, since you're also an like H.P. Lovecraft expert and read all his books, what's your favorite story?
The Hound. Because it's it's one of the two in that book that I have, which also has some Bram Stoker stories in there and some Sir Arthur Conan Doyle stories too.
What is another story besides Dracula that he wrote?
I'll go to
I have no clue. They're obviously in that book of mine. I don't remember their names.
I didn't expect any less coming from a man in yours.
That's literally the only book I think anyone knows.
Yeah, because it was like publicized and advertised so much, and it still is.
Dark water.
So we're going to dark water.
Now that weird bald man left my house talking about his granddaughter, I can finally finally relax and get drunk again.
Alright, sweet. Go ahead and read it.
Pierce took the Hawkins case. The cursed artist is accused of having caused the fire that killed her and her family. As the only clue, she left her father a disturbing painting. On the shipping label, an address. A warehouse set on the docks of an island of dark water. The place seems to be the starting point for Pierce's investigation.
There. Thank goodness we have these so we can figure out what we're doing.
See, we don't need to pay attention. That's what these are for.
Alright.
That proves my point. I don't need to pay attention.
Chapter 2.
You can hand me that controller and I'll make it through this entire game without any trouble. I can solve every mystery. Everything.
I think we'll make these videos like chapter to chapter. So, here, your turn. So we'll switch them between chapters.
How long is a chapter?
Depends on how well you do the game, because...
Well, then it's going to be short, because I'm a master at this kind of stuff. So.
Anyway, we'll pick this up in the next video, and until then, see ya.
We're going to dark water.